Have you ever been alone in a desert? To slip into the sand, feeling the sun, alive as can be, slowly devour your very life. Feeling yourself slipping from your skin, drying up from the inside out. No water in sight, no food to sustain you. The sun that gave you so much life one day, taking yours away the next. But some reprieve approaches. As the blinding, oppressive yellow fades to orange, you feel the moon behind you. A sight once distrusted, now your only hope for survival. Welcome to Corrupting Dusk.
Atlas, are you awake?
Yeah, one moment, Leal. Sorry.
Alright, I just wanted to be sure that you're awake and ready. You don't want to waste the last day in Elysium being passed out.
It's not like we're leaving the city forever, it's just a mission. We'll be gone, what, a week at most?
I could make it a month, should you want the motivation to make the time count.
Are you sure you're a bishop and not some kind of demon?
I don't know, little priest. Maybe I'd need an exorcism.
You okay?
I'm alright. It's just... I know you had a run-in with Dusk magic as a baby, and getting it out of you was costly.
Leal.
It's just... We know that where we're going, Dusk magic is an open secret. We've done all we can to outlaw it. But if we run into it again, or someone attacks us
Leal,
and you get hurt...
I'll be okay. Trust me, I have zero desire to run into the Dusk again. We have our guards, and I have you. I don't think anyone's gonna mess with us.
Okay. I just didn't want you, especially, to be attacked by it. Who knows what it'd do a second time. But we'll have our safety nets. Just radio me if anything goes wrong, okay? If we're somehow split up.
I will. Don't worry, love.
Hey, you two. Are you all set for the mission tomorrow?
Yeah, we're good. Just packed my clothes.
Good. Because I may need some help from you two moving some boxes to the cart. Just our food and whatnot.
I'll be out to help.
I don't think I'll be much good for that. You two go on ahead. I'll just be hanging around the wall if you need me.
Got it. Radio us if you need anything, love.
Is that an atlas I see?
Your Grace.
At ease, my priest. I simply find myself just as longing as you for the outside.
Right. I don't know, I had time to kill, so I just wanted to come look. And, imagine, I guess.
I don't mean to spoil the wonders, but there was more to it than the poor grey wasteland before you. It once was all beautiful.
Before the war.
The light brought such beauty to the fields, the mountains, but when those who wielded the power of Dusk itself overpowered us, it dried up the world.
Were you there? For the fighting itself?
Yes. Over 60 years ago now. I was one of the few who were made to retreat, to put the barriers around our cities. You should have seen me. The thought of retreat from the monsters who sought to spread darkness to the world had me throwing quite the fit.
I don't imagine it was easy, High Priest.
But it was for the best. It took me years to see that. My faith was shaken for quite some time. But in the end, Elysium was made to survive such an apocalypse. And our neighbors in Hephaestus were spared total collapse too.
I'm going to Hephaestus, actually. On a mission. With Bishop Leal and Faithkeeper Elijah and a few others. Leal was worried I'd run into Dusk magic again.
It is nothing to fear, little priest. You have confronted it before. Even as an infant you survived. Should the worst come to pass, I believe you will do more than simply survive again. I believe in you, Atlas, and you go with my blessing.
Thank you, Your Grace. Do you have any advice for a mission into a place like this?
There are dark things outside of our city, little one. Outside of our bodies, our minds. They will try to claw or seduce their way inside of all these things. No matter what, you must not let them. It isn't exactly hidden wisdom, but you must hold on to that. And convince those you are visiting to do the same.
I'll try and keep that in mind. Thank you.
Oh, High Priest. Sorry if I'm interrupting.
Don't worry, Faithkeeper. You're all right.
Thank you, Your Grace. I just wanted to let Atlas know that Bishop Leal requests his presence in his room at the cathedral.
Ah. Well, little priest, I suppose it is time we parted ways.
Right. Again, thank you for having me. I'll see you after we return from the mission.
Of course. May the Nine guide you, Atlas. Whatever the bishop needs you for, it is of no doubt important. I will not want to keep him waiting.
Sorry, one moment. God damn, where's my belt?
What is with the damn knocking today?
It is no rush. I just simply wanted to give you a heads up that the last dinner was starting soon, and you may want to be early to host the prayer.
I will. Just give me a moment. I'll be right down.
Understood, Bishop.
Well, duty calls. I'd hate to keep them waiting.
Just don't tempt me and we won't have to wait long.
Careful there. You have a prayer to lead in 20 minutes. Leave your impurities on the coat hanger on your way in.
That goes for you as well. You're their coveted priest. How would they react to seeing you like this?
Well, it would depend. Are they decent folk, or would they have a heart attack if a woman flashed their ankle at them?
Come on, let's get downstairs. I would like to thank the Nine for this opportunity. It was over 60 years ago that they established the beautiful city of Elysium as our safe haven. That they organized and fought off the corruption that Dusk magic offers. And that they run the city with their unending wisdom to protect it from darkness. And now we journey away from Elysium to the city of Hephaestus, where it is no secret that such darkness runs freely. As we hope that we can convince our neighboring brethren of the way of the light. We feast today, so that we may see the glory of tomorrow. May the Nine guide us.
May the Nine guide us.
The church arrives tomorrow.
On some healing mission. They're to patch up the wounds they caused in the first place and act like they're doing us a favor.
They're gonna try and convince us with the light, aren't they?
Yeah. They are.
I don't have long then. Thank you. I hope that they can at least help you.
We'll see. I'm gonna go see how Abram's doing, and you should probably go check in with Lucas.
I'll try.
That's all we can do. Yell if you need anything.
All right. One last check. Elijah, you got the food?
Yes, Bishop.
And we've all got our radios.
Sir, yes, sir.
I've got it.
All right. Last chance to turn around for anything else. Otherwise,
Good day, boys. Badges, please.
right here.
Go on ahead. May the Nine guide you.
Light bless you.
And there we are. First steps in Hephaestus. Let's see if it's as bad as everyone says it is.
There is nothing to fear here. Let's move.
Why are they hiding away?
They're afraid. There's a criminal overlord called the Owl that runs some parts of the city. If they're caught collaborating with us, it could paint a target on their heads.
Are we safe?
Always. The owl wouldn't overstep. If we don't threaten him, he won't threaten us. Here we are. The clinic. We know our goal.
Help those injured within recover and convince them of the light.
While I stand guard right outside and look pretty for a week.
Good. Let's get inside. Atlas and I will introduce ourselves to the patients.
Are you the Elysium boys?
Yes, ma'am. We came to help you and the other injured. Where are they?
The other rooms. I'm Elena.
Your condition is the most dire of any of the patients. You're first, at least according to the paperwork.
Great. First up to be told what I already know. I'm a dead woman. It doesn't take a prophet to figure that one out.
Madam, we can...
I can help you.
Atlas?
I can help you. I can help her. I'll figure it out. This is what I've trained for. Besides, we have multiple patients. Most of them have little time. We'd cover more ground if we took two at once.
All right. All right. Then I'll go to the one next door. Lucas, his name was.
Lucas is a good kid. I hope you can pull him through.
Go ahead, Leo. I'll cover this.
Of course, love.
So, do you mind if I inspect the injury?
Sure, go for it. It's right on my side.
A light burn. These can harm, yes, but to be lethal, it'd have to be a lot. What happened?
Your faith keepers got a little trigger happy, is what happened. They overstepped. A few weeks back, I was just enjoying myself near a pub. Then suddenly some robed knights came strolling down the street like they're the shit, in a place where they aren't permitted.
Permitted? The Nine write the laws.
I knew you were young, but you're as green as a tree. Sure, Elysium writes laws. But there are places where those laws mean little. Those faith keepers tried pushing into those places. But they were run by the Owl. Next thing I know, I'm caught in a turf dispute. Then I hear a gunshot, swords clashing, yelling. I would have been fine, but one of them decided to throw a spell. A whole ball of light. Missed their target and hit me in the gut on my way out.
And what, they just left you? You didn't call for help?
The faith keepers retreated. And finding someone who knows how to use magic in this city for cheap is a miracle I was not afforded.
All right. But again, the light would only burn. It's treatable physically. Without magic, why would you need that?
Look at me and take a wild guess.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. The Dusk in my system did not take kindly to the light knocking on the door.
Well, hey, that's good. I know how to use magic. The solution is simple enough. I just have to use the light to purge the Dusk from your system. We would just need to prepare, but...
No, I am not going through that purge ritual.
But, ma'am, if you don't, you are aware that you'll die.
Damned if I do, damned if I don't. It's not like there's just a tiny inkling of Dusk in me. It's a part of me. It's vital. The odds of me surviving it being purged from me are... Well, I'm better off just living with what little time I've got.
I know that the odds sound slim. But I was purged too once. When I was a baby.
Yeah? Is that what happened to your arm?
Yes. Back then, my parents apparently practiced with Dusk. But they were caught. Locked up. I never saw them. But then the Faith Keepers found some in my system, and well, they got it out. The arm had something to do with damage to the spine during the ritual, but the odds were slim that I'd even make it at all. But it was worth the shot. I'm right here today.
I hate to tell you that you're the exception, not the rule. Hundreds of purges with the light happen, but those who can survive only come out the other side in handfuls. You want to know the real solution to how to save me?
What?
The dusk. In my body, it's the light that is the intruder right now. It's fighting every bit of me it comes across to try to take it over. But if someone uses the dusk to push it out, to stop it before...
No, you expect a priest to use Dusk?
I thought as much. You and your faith keepers don't actually want to save people here. You just want the light to win. Well, rest easy. I give it a few days before it wins me over, then I'll be out of your hair.
I won't do the purge without your permission, but otherwise I can't help you.
You survived your purge, and they turned you into their little golden boy. A sweet, convenient priest to put on a few posters. Even if I would survive, I am not becoming that.
Okay. Just let us know if you change your mind. We will always be here.
Yeah, the Arnold is a decent guy. Helps the church out. Don't be afraid to ask him if you need any help with anything.
Sure.
Are you alright? Did something happen? Atlas, you can always talk to me, love.
It's just... Elena. My patient. She was afflicted with dusk magic. She seems to have been for a very long time.
Yeah. The same thing goes for Lucas, the man I was tending to.
She was... I don't know. I tried to tell her that a purging ritual would possibly save her, but she kept telling me it would probably kill her.
Lucas was very similar. Dusk magic had become a part of him. To the point where, when he violently clashed with the light, it began to destroy him.
But she was right. A purge ritual would probably have killed her. But I survived. With all the risks, there was the potential that I would die. I'm a testament to what happens when you take the risk to live.
It's not about risks to some. To many, they just don't like us.
Yeah. I guess so. I wish they could just see, though.
We cannot force them to see. All we may do is lay down the foundation. Eventually they may choose to walk our path, but it's not something that we can or even should force them.
Right, they don't have a lot of time. I've trained to save lives. I've never trained to save the lives of those who don't want it saved.
They'll come around. And bless their souls.
Right. I think I just need some sleep.
Of course, dear. I'm right here with you.
Hey, Atlas, where's Lil?
He's still asleep at the inn. I figured I may as well head to the clinic ahead of him, see if I can't pitch in to help make his life easier.
Right. Hey, before you go in,
Yeah?
the Alina girl, she... I don't know. I heard choking last night, and by the time I got in the room, she was shaking until...
Oh.
I laid her down. I thought Leo would be better equipped to handle it, but... yeah.
Right. No, right, you did good.
Are you okay?
The others don't have much time. We need to work fast. Lucas, are you with me? Whoa, easy. It's me. I'm one of the priests.
Fucking hell. Great. Like I needed another fucking lecture.
I'm not here to lecture. I'm here to save you.
Oh, really? Please enlighten... enlighten me. How do you plan on saving me from a wound your people caused?
How did it happen?
A couple of Faith Keeper bastards accused me of shipping whole containers of Dusk magic crystals. Like I have it in me these days. And like I do it on foot.
And what happened?
Well, they started walking away. But they didn't quite take kindly to me saying whatever I pleased at them. I don't even remember.
Really? And they attacked you?
Chucked a ball of light right at my neck and left laughing. That was a few days ago now. Probably figured I'd have Dusk in my system naturally. That just tends to happen to the workers around here.
It burned you.
Damn right it did. And now the light's trying to burrow into my vitals like a damn rat. And more light isn't gonna help. It'll... It'll just make it worse.
Sir, the only thing I can use to try and help you is the light. If I don't, you'll die.
Mm-hmm. Then let me tell you what I told your other pal. Piss off. Let me die in peace.
What? Why? I just want to help you.
And I don't bloody need any of it. Your people have caused enough damn problems in this city. And you can't even grant us the courtesy of dying happy.
All right. I'll leave you be. I'm sorry. What? Sir? Lucas? Lucas! Hey, just hang in there. Damn it. God, just hold on. Come on. Sir? No. No, Lucas. Wake up. Lucas? Oh, no, Lucas. Wake up, please. Wake up. Oh, no, damn it. Hang in there. Get up, please. Lucas. Oh, no. No, damn it. Please. Oh, Lucas, get up. Lucas.
Oh, nine. Oh, nine. Atlas. Atlas, hey. I'm right here. I'm here. Come here, love. I'm here.
There.
I'm here.
I couldn't.
It's all right, love. Come on. Come on, let's go. I'll take care of this. It's okay. I've got you.
We're leaving early?
It's too much. Atlas just saw his first dead body, and he thinks it was his fault he couldn't save him.
What about the other two patients?
Their state is similar. One of them has maybe just over a week left in her. The other... I feel that maybe he's going to follow his other two friends shortly. I can't make Atlas sit through another 2 deaths while I know that we're going to hear the same stories as the first 2. They were exposed to the light. They don't want our help. They'll die refusing to be purged.
Right. Okay. I'll escort you 2 out of here in a few. We'll be back in Elysium by tonight.
Thank you, Elijah. May the 9 guide you. Hey, love. Are you going to eat? I can box it up. Save it for you to have later.
Yeah. That'd be good.
Right. Good. I'll do that.
I think I might excuse myself.
Alright, I'll see you in another room. Just let me know if you need anything.
I got word that your mission ended early. Did something happen, Atlas?
I'm sure you can guess. Anyone returning early from a mission is never good news.
You were off to see patients in Hephaestus. Did they not...
No. They didn't. There were 4 of them. Within 2 days, 2 of them had died. The other 2 weren't looking much better.
They were the first people you've ever seen die. That will naturally shake you, little priest.
That isn't the issue. I was prepared to see someone possibly die. I had to prepare to save lives. They were waiting for us for days, weeks, only to show up and be able to do nothing. And I keep thinking maybe I could have done something. One of them, he kept telling me that there was no way that the light could save him. And all I could do was watch him die. I even tried purging him at the last moment, but...
Dusk magic is an insidious thing. For some, without even realizing it, it can take root within their bodies, their souls, which makes them vulnerable to the light. And sometimes that darkness wins them over. They cannot be helped. But those people dying, it was never your fault. Come here. Keep your chin up. You went there to help them. And maybe in those last moments you did. That hold of darkness becoming just a little more loose before they passed. But you tried your best regardless.
I have to keep trying. I trained all my life to help them, to save lives. I failed the first 2 by letting them pass, but I will not give up on the last 2.
Good. Atlas, do what you must. Show them our ways. I will pray to the 9 for your success.
Thank you, High Priest.
Of course. I must take my leave now. Duty calls. But please, stay safe.
I will. Farewell, Your Grace.
Hey, Atlas, was that the High Priest?
Yes. Sorry, I needed to get out of there, away from the noise, to think.
Sorry, I was worried. I didn't want you to be alone after, well, everything.
It's okay. The High Priest and I just finished talking.
I take it that helped?
Yes. In a way. I think we should head back to Hephaestus.
Wait. Atlas, you're sure?
Lucas and Elena. They both died under my watch.
Hey, those deaths were not...
They were. It is unfortunate. And I'd change it if I could. But they were both under my care, and I failed to save them. But there are 2 more patients in that clinic that have little time left. Even as we speak now, it ticks away. I will save them.
This wouldn't be a mission anymore then. It's all wrapped up. And organizing another one would take time that they don't have. If we go to help them, we will be on our own. You know that, right?
I do. I swore to save lives. I won't give up just because it might be a little harder now.
I'll come with you. We'll make sure that the Dusk does not take them.
Thank you, Leo. I'll go pack up. Hello. I'm Atlas. This is Bishop Leo.
Hello.
You two must be the holy men. I thought you pulled out of here.
Officially, yes, but...
I didn't want to give up. Not on you or the other patient left. But what happened to you? You have scales and horns growing out of your forehead.
I'm a miner. We work underground, right towards the edge of the city. We were just working our normal day-to-day and came across this big chunk of dusk. Crystallized.
Usually it takes years of dusk exposure for mutations like this to occur, but if there was enough, it could happen rather quickly. Though such amounts are usually lethal.
I'm always one to hold out for hope, but as for the lethality of this, I wouldn't count me out just yet. The medics on the site gave me 3 days to live. I'm on day 4 now, and it feels like at any moment.
Hey. It's gonna be okay. We'll find some way to help you, yeah? I'll inspect where exactly the Dusk entered from.
Alright. Thank you, mister.
I'll go check in on our other patient. Yell if you need anything. Alright, Atlas?
Will do. Thank you, Leo.
I can't quite say that I've seen priests come here outside of their missions. I thought you'd just given up.
I can't. I swore an oath that I would help whoever I can. It's just being put to the test.
I think you're passing that test with flying colors, but I'm afraid I don't have long.
You do. Just stay with me, okay? It looks like the Dusk entered through your hands. Your palms are covered in scales that grew from the magic.
Yes. Like I said, I found a large chunk of crystal. I didn't know what it was, but it looked valuable, so I hit it. And then it reacted. Like a flash. Next thing I know, I woke up with dark nubs growing on my forehead.
Yes. I'm trying to think. This is the deepest mutation of Dusk I've ever seen.
Hey. It's okay, sir. It's too late. It was too late the moment that my pickaxe hit that crystal.
No, it isn't okay.
It's too late for me. But not for the other patient. You seem like a good kid. And I know you want to help us. But I believe my friend next door, Delilah, is the only one with any time left. I need to hear that you would do anything to help her survive.
I swore an oath. If I can help her, I will do anything to make sure that she sees the light of another day.
Anything?
Yes.
Delilah and I are good friends. She worked at the docks. We talk whenever I hauled my shipments to the warehouse, and she'd show me the fish that she's caught, but just after me, she was hit by a faith keeper. Can't say I know the whole story, but she has a natural amount of dusk in her body. The light isn't reacting well to it. If it catches hold in her system, she'll die. You won't let that happen, will you?
No. I've already seen it twice now.
Okay. This is a map of the town just south from here. Right on that X is a chunk of that dusk crystal that I'd mined out. I had a friend hide it in case we could find a magic user of our own to help Delilah with, but we never did. Besides you.
Wait. What?
If you find the crystal, you can use the dusk that's stored within it, harness it, and pull the light from Delilah's body before it kills her. Please.
Keep it down. Why are you telling me this? I'm not using dusk.
Because if you don't, then we'd both be dead anyway. But you understand, I had to try. I'm going to die. I'd rather not have her join me soon after. Because if she doesn't get that crystal, she will die.
There has to be some other way.
There isn't. Please. There isn't. I know what this would mean for you, but if you want her to live as much as I do, then this is the only way. Please, don't let her die.
She won't die. I swear.
Thank you. Thank you. I need to rest.
Okay. Farewell, Abram. I'll make sure that Delilah is taken care of.
It would mean the world to me.
Hey, is everything okay? It's okay. It's okay. I talked with our other patient. She's in a bad way too.
I know. We did all we could.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go home now, okay? It's getting late. and you need a proper night's sleep.
Okay. Okay. Leo? You up? The alley next to the Red Ruby Tavern. Red Ruby Tavern. Red Ruby Tavern. Red Ruby. Got it. Wait. Oh, no, damn it.
I would like to take a peek.
Damn. Two thugs. They found the crystal before I did. One of them tucked it away in his back pocket. He's the skinniest of the two, but he's got some strength to him. He's tall, wearing a tank top stained with oil and dirt. Probably into dirty work. They're headed into the Red Ruby Tavern now. I have to grab that crystal. Gotta figure this out. Not in these clothes. I've gotta change.
Hey there. What can I get you?
Just a black cherry soda, please.
You got it, pal.
These clothes should help me blend in. A black shirt covered in dust in a crate within the alley. With pants that have seen their use. Likely worn by a miner over the years if I'm right in guessing the stains on it are remnants of coal. The two of them are seated at a table in the corner. One of the few tables in this tavern that have scars carved into the wood, with small pieces along the edge snapped off, likely over time. They're rowdy, and they prefer that spot. They frequent this place. They are, however, close enough to the entrance. The man with the crystal in his pocket is seated in the corner of the table, facing away from me and the door. If I time it right, I could snatch the crystal from his pocket and be right out of the door in under a second before they even think that I stole anything.
Just saw the Faithkeeper just going to town on this guy. Fist just hitting the kid's head over and over again. So we did what any proper Samaritan would do. Put that piece of shit in his place. It was ugly, but we threw him out over the dock. We made sure the kid was alright. A few broken bones, busted up face. Hope he's alright.
Fucking hell, they're getting bold. Hopefully him floating in the sea tells the others a proper message. No more getting their power trips on us.
This is it. His pocket is loose, wide enough to quickly slip my hand in without him noticing. They're playing a card game with one another. The conversation seems grim, and yet a sense of excitement rises as tension within the game grows. The thug is excited, and he's standing up just slightly out of his seat, bringing himself to his feet briefly in anticipation as he watches whether the hand on the river spells defeat or victory for him. First, I'll place my bottle in the trash. Now I take a step back. My only hand falls back down to my side. Don't look at him too much. Don't think. It all has to be one seamless, smooth motion. I can see the faint, violet glow from his pocket, calling to me. If I don't grab it, Delilah is dead before I even reach the clinic. First, I turn. Then my hand swipes in. Don't touch him directly. And don't pull on the pocket. Feel the crystal as he leans up. Take a deep breath and just pull. I got it. Holy shit. All right.
I thought you boys had given up.
Officially, yes, but I can't just not help.
Didn't do much good to the others here. They're all dead. Even Abram.
I know. I'm sorry.
Listen, I know you mean well, and I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But I have the luxury of a few days left in me, and I don't need to hear about how the light will be my saving grace. We both know how that ends.
We don't. It doesn't have to end like that. If you trust me, I swear I will do anything it takes to save you.
There's only one thing that will.
I know.
If you're willing to do it, go ahead.
Wait, I need to ask something.
Fine. Shoot.
I just want to know. We all know that dusk magic is dangerous. Why would anyone ever choose to succumb to it?
Succumb? Like we're poor, unfortunate victims of dark magic? Do you want to know something? We were just fine with dusk magic. It was just as much a part of us as the light is with you. It only became a problem when your light-slinging faith keepers rolled into town and started kicking down our doors.
The light doesn't poison us or mutate us. It's different.
It really isn't. The light may not give you scales or horns, but do you think your natural eye color was always that glowing gold? No. The light changes you, as either magic does.
One transforms your body beyond recognition. The other is healing, emboldening.
Healing? Yeah. Tell that to the 3 people I've watched keel over. Where was the light for them?
It couldn't reach them because of the dusk.
And who brought in that dusk?
What?
The Faith Keepers are the only ones allowed outside of the protective barrier. And there isn't nearly enough of those crystals they find in the mines to spread this much of the magic. So who do you think are the ones going outside and bringing in the dusk itself?
No. No. That's...
Use your head. Nobody else would...
The church wouldn't do that. Why? Why would they even do that? All there would be to collect from that is just suffering. We don't deal in suffering.
Suffering is the point. They don't have enough of a grasp on Hephaestus. They want us under their thumb, so they bring in the dusk quietly, and then they use the presence of it as an excuse to come kick down our doors. No bleeding hearts in Elysium are upset over any undeserved cruelty. We don't get up in arms about what is supposedly a raid we brought on ourselves.
Shut up, just stop. I need to think.
Think all you like. I got a few days to spare. But you know there's only one thing that'll save me, and it's sure as shit ain't the light.
We can meet tomorrow. We'll review our options.
What is there to review?
Just give me time. Please. And hold on to this.
What's this? Oh. Okay.
we'll review our options. That is all I'll say for now.
All right. I'll try and hang in there till then.
Good. I just need to prepare. It will be taxing.
Okay. I won't exactly be traveling around, so you know where to find me.
Thank you. I'll come back quickly should anything change.
There he is.
Little thief.
Huh?
Come on, let's bring him back to the base.
Atlas? Atlas? You in here? What? Dearest Leo, I can't leave any one of them to die. Their lives weigh on me, but not even trying to save each of them would take an even stronger toll. I have to save them somehow, Atlas. Oh, damn it. Atlas! Atlas, do you read me? Atlas, come in! Oh, shite.
Oh, nice grace. Oh. Hello? Hello? Get me out of this damn chair.
Quiet. You will speak when spoken to, and you will answer truthfully. We will know if you say otherwise. Do you understand me?
What? Who are you?
That isn't the answer I was looking for. Pray you don't stumble again. I asked, do you understand me?
Yes. Yes, I understand.
Good. We figured you out as one of Elysium's men. We could see it from a mile away. We don't care. Or rather, didn't care. Until you stole something from one of my men. A crystallized fragment of Dusk. But we couldn't find it on you.
Hey! What were you going to do with it anyways? Where do you even get it from?
That's not relevant to our discussion. The point is, you hid it somewhere. And we aren't letting you go until we find it.
I'm not telling you where it is. I can't.
We know that you're going to report this to the Faith Keepers. In your position, it's what I would do. Maybe you'll get a nice promotion out of it. But we can't let that happen.
Wait, no. I wasn't going to tell the Faith Keepers.
A sweet thing like you? You'd run straight to them at the first sign of trouble. I'm glad we found you first, not too far from the gate. Things would have gotten complicated otherwise.
I wasn't going to tell them.
What else were you going to do with it then? You're a priest. We will not let your ilk sabotage my city.
You're the owl.
Answer me. If not turn it into the Faith Keepers, what were you going to do with the crystal?
I was on a mission a few days ago. I wanted to help the people at the clinic, but they just kept dying, so I
see. One of the sick must have told you where to find this, then.
Yes. His name was Abram. He died. But there's still one more that can be saved. You just have to let me go, please. She doesn't have much time.
Why would you do this? A sweet little priest wandering far from home and delving into what's forbidden, just to save one life.
Please. I just want to save who I can, even if it's just one.
Cut his restraints.
You're sure?
Did I stutter?
You what? He stole from us, like a little urchin. Sorry. Right on it.
Thank you, sir.
I will ask one final time. Then you can simply stroll out the door. I'm a man of my word. But I do need to know where you hid that crystal.
I hid it with my patient, Delilah. She's keeping it until I return.
Delilah, you said you found him near the clinic.
Yeah, just leaving. Right outside of it.
Well then, little birdie, you can fly away.
Little... Right. Thank you.
You're welcome. But know that I have men on the inside. If any Faith Keepers catch wind of this, or the crystal, know that I am watching. Do not cross me, or you will disappear.
Of course. Farewell then. Atlas? Atlas! Leo?
Oh, by the 9, you shouldn't have left by yourself. I got worried. You weren't answering your radio.
Sorry, I just didn't have it charged all the way. I left early and forgot. But I knew how to stay safe. I'm okay.
This place isn't safe, Atlas. Come on, love. Let's get some proper clothing on you. These rags are ill-fitting on a priest.
But Okay. I'm, right behind you.
Alright. I know that you want to help, but it's not all on your shoulders, okay? It'd be a waste if you were hurt or worse while out here. I don't know what I'd do.
Leo. Hey. I'm okay. And I always will be. Don't worry.
Okay. Let's go home now. We were lost, being pushed out of a world that seemed to want us wiped off the map. The war on darkness itself had threatened to consume us all. But with the Nine's grace, they used the power of the light to ascend past what we consider mortal, harnessing the light itself within their souls to prolong their lives, ensuring that this city was built to save us from annihilation. They watch now, from a place only the high priests know. Even today, they are a target. But making themselves one took an unfathomable amount of bravery. And for that, we pray to them. May the Nine guide us. Hey, love. Just wrapped up today's work. Elijah's happy to hear you're safe.
Right. You knew I'd be safe. Told you.
I believe that you believe that. But Hephaestus is unpredictable. And neither of us are built to fight.
I doubt being purged helped in my case.
What? Atlas!
What?
Is this about the patients? Atlas, that wasn't your fault.
I'm well aware.
Then why did you go back to the city yesterday? Without any warning, without even telling me?
Because I knew you'd try to stop me. I'm not fragile or incapable. I want to help the people there, and I'm tired of being pulled away from it the second that things seem difficult. Is that not our sworn duty? To save the lives of everyone we can, no matter the cost.
We can't help those who have been tainted with the Dusk, not without the Purge. It's not even a matter of morality, it's a matter of scientific fact.
I think I need to go get something to eat.
Atlas.
I'll be home by tonight. My radio's charged. Call me if you need me.
Atlas!
Delilah, you okay?
I'm alright. Feeling shittier than ever, but I don't think we're too close to what too late would be.
Good. So, about our options.
You mean the only two we really have?
Hey, yes.
Well, either the Dusk saves me or I die. I think I made up my mind on which I prefer.
If I am to use the Dusk, I have to ask. You already have some in your system. Why didn't you use it yourself?
Not all of us are so magically talented. It's in my system because I spent time around it, that's it. You, however, are a priest, and you guide the light with your will alone. You should be able to do the same with the Dusk.
The church would excommunicate me for this.
Atlas. The church... You already know that they have none of our best interests in mind. It will chew you up, coast off of all the work you put in for them, and then spit you out when you're no longer convenient. But that doesn't mean we're alone. The people of Hephaestus get by with each other. We've got each other's backs. And if you do this for me, we owe you one.
Okay. I'll do it. Just once. Just to help you.
You don't have to justify it to me, little bird.
Little bird. Why are people calling me that?
I don't know. I overheard someone outside talking a bit ago, and that's what they called you. I thought it was cute.
Well, my job isn't to be cute, it's to save lives.
I mean, the two aren't mutually exclusive, but that's besides the point. I think people are starting to notice you. You could be making a name for yourself at this rate.
I don't think I want that either. Like I said, this is just a one-time thing, then I'm out of here.
Okay. Then let's get this over with. Because it's not going to be pretty for either of us.
Right. Okay. Brace yourself. I'm just going to guide the Dusk from the crystal into your system and flesh out the light.
All right, go for it.
All right. I'm gonna guide the magic within you now.
Damn it.
You okay?
The light it's burning. It hurts, but that's expected. Just keep going.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh. Holy hell.
Was that it?
Yeah, it doesn't burn anymore. It's out.
I did it. I did it. We can save lives.
We've all got power. It just takes the will.
I just didn't know that by the night. Oh God. It's all black and slime. Why is it like that? Am I dying?
No, you're not. You're not dying. That's a good sign, actually.
How?
It means that the amount of dusk you used wasn't too large. It's a shock to your system, but your body's gonna grow used to it over time. So long as you balance both light and dusk, your body will learn to wield both magics at the same time, without any of the toxic reactions.
So the throwing up thing will just keep happening. The Dusk. Oh god, I'm gonna be changed, aren't I?
Hey, calm down. You'll throw up for a little while, yeah. I'd keep a bucket on you if you don't want to be spotted spitting sludge up all over some church floor. But the dusk isn't going to kill you or turn you into a monster.
But what about the others? Their bodies didn't survive having both magics. How would I?
Because their exposure to the opposite magic was way too abrupt. Too much all at once. You were given an ounce compared to their pound. Eventually, you won't even have to worry about being exposed to either of them.
And what if I just don't? I mean, what if I just never touch Dusk again?
I mean, it'd disappear. I'd say after a month, it's totally gone from your system. You wouldn't be obligated to come back. The little bird could up and disappear. Look, it's not like you owed us. I'm the one with a debt here. As much as I'd rather pick being alive right now over being dead in a few days.
By the 9. You will need time to recover, no doubt. I'd give it 2 days before you're on your feet again properly.
I'll be fine. At least for now. How about you, though, Duck? You look a bit dizzy there.
I don't know. It's in me. It's cold.
It'll feel like that for a bit. Listen, if you don't get cold feet, you can find me. I can help you figure it out.
I'll see. This... This feels wrong.
Hey, Atlas. Look at me. I'm alive because of you, okay? What you did here, it was good.
I use the Dusk, and people... If I stick around, they'll know. 9. What if the church gets word?
You can be careful. You don't want to catch the wrong kind of attention down here, but if you've done us a favor, then we aren't the sorts to go around snitching.
I think I've already got the wrong attention. But I sorted that out. But me, what am I gonna do? Just continue on like nothing happened, like I didn't just commit the greatest sin against my people that I could have.
Listen to me. I'm tired. And so are you. I get you're scared. But listen to me when I say that you've done me a favor. Go sleep it off. What you do next, that's up to you.
Okay.
I'll be here. And hey, if anything happens, we really do owe you. Hephaestus has your back.
Right, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I need to think.
Don't think. Now we've got all the time in the world again, so you can go back enjoying your life and I can get back to mine.
I will. I need to go.
Of course. You stay safe now, Atlas.
Of course. I'm glad you made it, Delilah. Hey, Leo. Atlas. Hey, you okay? Yeah, I'm alright. Not much going on, really.
I mean, are you okay?
Leo, I'm okay.
I know you're going through some things, but I just...
Leo, really. I was upset. And I didn't know what to do. So I took it out on myself, and the light, and on you.
It's okay, Atlas. I understand. It's never easy to have your faith waver after something like that. It isn't expected of you to take it in stride. Nor should you.
Right. I'm sorry.
It's alright. If you want to talk to the High Priest, I can schedule an appointment.
No thanks. I thought about it yesterday, and despite everything, I believe my faith in the light came out stronger than before.
Yeah?
Yeah. I did what I could. And I know I did the right thing.
That's good, love. I can tell the High Priest that you're doing alright. He'll be happy that some good came from tragedy. But if anything ever comes up again, just let me know, okay? Rarely do these things become resolved in one go.
Yeah, I will. I'll let you know if it ever crops up again, but for now I know my duty. I know what I can and can't do, and what should and shouldn't be done. And I'll hold on to that as I do as I've sworn.
Good. Blast. There's a sermon in a few minutes. Sorry, I just wanted to touch base with you and I forgot.
It's okay. Go on ahead. I have my radio if you need anything.
Right. Thank you, love. I'll see you later.
I should have brought cleaner rags.
You?
Huh?
Hey, you. Are you the little bird that's been coming around town?
Who's asking?
Sorry. I don't mean to be so abrupt, but some people say you've been visiting the clinic, and they saw that one of the patients made it. You're a healer, yes?
Yes. Yes, I am. Do you need help?
No. It's my son. He was playing under the docks when he fell over. Some sort of exposure to the light. We fear he's going to die if he isn't treated. Please.
Just one moment.
Please, we don't have much. But we can pay you back somehow. We just need him to recover. That's all I ask.
Take me there.
Thank you so much again, sir. I don't know what we would do without you. By the 9 payment. I can send it wherever you...
No, don't worry. I don't require payment.
For what you did? You're sure?
I'm sure. Just make sure that your son rests for a few days. It'll be a little bit till he's back on his feet, but he'll be fine.
And that strange magic you use, the crystal, will that do anything to him we should watch out for?
No. The magic simply pushed the light out from him. Nothing to watch out for, though if he shows signs of further sickness, let me know the next chance you get.
Of course. Thank you, Are you a priest? I've heard rumors that you're from Elysium, but...
No. I am not a priest. I wouldn't spread that around either, please. It could endanger many if such word was spread, and that means no more healing.
Of course. I just wasn't sure how to address you.
I suppose Little Bird is just fine.
Of course. Take care, sir. And should you ever need anything, this house is in your debt. You are always free to come by.
Thank you, and farewell.
You came back.
Huh? I thought I'd just check in on you and make sure all is well, and then I got caught up with, this.
A real friendly neighbor. Not a common sight outside one's little circles of solidarity.
I thought the people of Hephaestus stuck together.
We do. Come kicking down our doors full force, we're back to back. Until then, the underground runs these streets. And back alleys are a one-stop shop for a shankin'.
Charming. And what are you doing up? It's only been a day. You should be down for at least a few more.
No offense, Your Holiness, but if I had to be kept in that clinic where a friend of mine had just died any longer, I think I'd lose my mind.
I suppose I can't stop you. And how have you been doing? About Abram, if I may ask.
I mean, we weren't extremely close. He was just one of those friendly faces you'd see between shifts now and then, and the sort of person that just shooting the shit with made your day a little brighter when you needed it. I mean, realizing that face isn't gonna be there anymore. It sucks.
Yeah. I can't say I know what you're going through, but if you...
Still getting used to that, huh?
Yeah. But, as I was saying, I'm all ears. I am somewhat of a licensed therapist.
I hear you shouldn't make friends with a therapist. Or make a therapist out of a friend.
Are we friends?
I don't know, little bird. You're good in my book. As good as a priest can get. It's why I'm telling you to watch your ass instead of kicking it back to that pretty city of yours.
I'll take that as a yes. But really, should you need to talk or discuss anything, I suppose I'm tied to the city now, as much as I like to keep it quiet.
Yeah. You know, for a while, I was surprised you made it as far as you did. There are plenty of people who would have a real itchy trigger finger to finally take their frustrations out on a priest.
I had a run-in with the owl. It was a dispute over the crystal. When I said I wanted to heal you, he let me go.
That'd explain it. If he wanted you alive, nobody would lift a finger against you. And he'd hate to lose two sources of labor in one swoop.
What, I'm just a source of labor then? And... wait, you are too?
I'm useful as muscle. And sneaking around, breaking and entering. I work the docks, but that's just a front. Around here, you either work for the owl, or you work for someone working for him. I've figured I may as well be close as I can. All I can say is that I'm flattered he saw that I survived. Though I'm sure he would have been fine without me.
It's a bleak way to look at things. You shouldn't be disposable.
The church views you the same way. At least the owl is just a man, just one organization with a wider reach than the average workforce. He isn't all-powerful.
But if it came down to it, would he be willing to sacrifice something for everyone here?
I suppose we're both in a bit of a shit place, Atlas. But who knows? Maybe one day we can do more than just get by. Even if it won't come from their permission.
I most certainly hope so. Shit.
Hey, Atlas. We're just finishing up over here. Elijah wanted to go out for dinner with some of the keepers tonight. You want in?
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be good. I'm just over by the wall right now. What time did they want to meet?
Just about 3 hours from now.
Got it. I should be able to catch the train and meet you all there.
Alright, love. Call me if you need me. Love you.
I love you too.
Was that the guy that was with you? You two are a thing?
Yeah. Have been for about 2 years now.
I'm surprised neither of you threw a ring on it yet.
We've just been busy with our duties. Duty comes before our personal wants, but we would have our time. At least that's what he says.
How much does he know about this?
Nothing. And I plan to keep it that way. I might need to make my visits more rare too.
Makes sense. You stick out as a sore thumb, even if you weren't a priest. Keep coming too often, then the stories of a red-headed, one-armed magic wielder would eventually reach a Faithkeeper's ear.
I want to come as often as I can. I mean, just in that house was a kid just days away from death. And he isn't the only one, is he?
Look, I get you're trying to balance out this secret life with your holy duties, but I already told you that the church will spit you out the moment it sees you become a liability. Using the Dusk will change you. It's inevitable. Your eye color, maybe a few scales here and there, or maybe you'll just need to vomit out that purple sludge at the wrong time. But you won't be able to hide it, try as you may. One day you're gonna have to make a choice, and that might be sooner rather than later.
It still feels wrong. And I can't just upend the life I've spent 22 years living and prospering in.
Hey, I'm not saying it won't suck, but I think you could do it.
And what about Leal?
He'll either understand or he won't. If he doesn't, maybe it wasn't meant to be.
How could you just say that? Like it's as simple as cutting a string. He's my boyfriend. I'm not gonna just leave him behind.
'Cause I did. Working for the Owl didn't come without a cost. Do you think my family, the people close to me, let it fly? By the 9, no. People around here are either happy under his command or they fear what resisting him will do. But he pays well, and I wanted their future to be secure, even if they hated me for it.
And what about where I'm standing? If I choose Hephaestus, full stop, I'm starting from absolutely nothing. Not even my loved ones there are secure for life. They'll just go on about their duties.
We might not be the lap of luxury, but like I said already, you will have something here. People here would be willing to back you up. And the more people you manage to save, the stronger we'll be.
Was it worth it, working for the Owl?
My family's still alive. Some have died since then. But the ones still there still receive a cut of my pay. So, yeah, it sucks not being able to talk to them without them being pissed that I'm part of this. But I'd still say it's worth it.
Maybe one day you won't have to be a part of this. Things can change, can't they? The Owl, the church.
One problem at a time, Atlas. The Owl is small enough to change simply by replacing who's in the seat. But the church, you can't fix what's broken by design. Try as you may.
But the light is capable of good. It can hurt, but it can heal.
That doesn't come from the church. The church just uses it.
I'm gonna get a headache.
Well, stop spiraling in circles about this problem and you won't hear me going on about it. You have a choice to make, little bird. Go back to Elysium, live out a decent life. Nobody can really blame you. Or come here, save more lives, even if it means the church will outcast you. It's in your hands.
I'll have to think. What are you gonna do in the meantime?
I'll get back to work. The Owl's gonna want me to report in and throw a job my way. Being put on my ass for a week probably isn't exactly a great help for my family.
Just take it easy, okay? You're on your feet early enough as it is, and if I have to save you again, then you're really going to owe me.
There are worse positions to be in.
Flattering.
I'd rather be in debt to you than the owl. Or a faith keeper, is all I'm saying. You wouldn't hold me up at knife point for a couple of coins.
Maybe I would. Have you seen me with a knife?
I'd pay to see you try.
Hey, I can hold my own, trust me.
Well, maybe one day you can prove that. For now, it sounds like you have a dinner to attend.
Yes, I should get going.
Oh, before you go, can I see your radio?
Oh, sure. Here.
There. You can call me whenever you need me. And I can do the same.
Good. I was worried I'd have to keep coming here just to speak with you.
That eager to talk. Don't go all poor lost puppy on me now.
You're the only person I know on this side of the city. If there's anyone to talk to...
Atlas, I'm teasing. Now, go eat up. You're already skin and bones, and I'm not going to be the one that starves you further.
Well, in any case, it's good to see you're looking healthier already. I suppose I'll see you soon.
Sure. Give me a ring tomorrow. And the decision. Take your time, but if the worst comes to pass, you've got a cushion, alright?
Yeah. Thanks, and so do your people. If someone takes a bad fall, let me know, and I'll be right down to help.
Cool. See you around, little bird.
Atlas? You alright?
Yeah, I'm alright. Just, I think the bread they gave me might have been a little bad. Food poisoning.
Really? Yeah, keep your head up and...
No. I'm fine, really. I just needed to get it out of my system.
Alright. If you need any meds or healing, just let me know, okay? I don't want you falling ill. They ended up getting you sick.
Leo, it's okay. Trust me. I just needed to let it all out.
Alright. If you're sure. Just knock back some water before bed.
On it.
I was thinking, love, after everything that happened lately, we could use maybe a party? Nothing too rowdy, just some good food and company. Music, snacks, and the like. To celebrate the mission. Though, if you're feeling sick, we can...
No, I'm sure I'll be fine, but... Where at?
There's a small cathedral near the border. Mostly used for events and meetings. I was thinking, after everything, you could use the break.
Yeah, sure, that sounds fun.
Good. I'll let everyone know it's on. Just let me know if you ever need anything, okay, love?
Of course. Thank you, Neil.
Right. Good night, then.
Good night. Neil?
Yeah?
I love you. You know that, right?
Of course. I love you too.
No matter what?
No matter what.
Atlas, young priest, it is good to see you again.
Good to see you as well, Your Grace. Sorry, I just lost myself while looking over the wasteland.
It's quite all right, Atlas. I was worried about you, but Liel tells me you're doing better after the mission.
Oh, yes. It's been a bit since then, but, yeah. Things are looking up.
Good. I just wanted to check in on you. Make sure you're feeling as spry as ever. Should you need to bend my ear, just come to me. I always want to make sure our priests are in good health.
I don't think I'm all right.
It's all right not to be. Is it something in particular?
The mission. It's not that I couldn't heal them, or that I think the light failed me, or that I failed it. Why aren't we doing more?
What do you mean?
I mean, there are people suffering in Hephaestus. Pushed away by us right into the arms of a criminal we've done nothing about. They're supposed to be one of us. Why aren't we doing more?
Atlas, we are doing everything we can already. What we work to do is an improvement over a city already in shambles. Imagine just how much worse it would be if we did nothing.
I don't know if I believe that. Every patient I saw, I tried to help. Their lives were made worse by the owl. But it wasn't what killed them. Most of them were attacked by faith keepers.
Atlas?
If you saw what I saw, you would understand. The church has been idle at best when it comes to dealing with this, and at worst...
Atlas, please. You are still upset over what happened. But shifting the blame to the church isn't helping. There are dark forces in Hephaestus that seek to corrupt. Some are simply helpless to it, try as we may. But we will abolish it.
Really? How did those dark forces get into Hephaestus then, huh? The Faith Keepers are the only ones allowed outside of the city. If Hephaestus keeps getting consistent supplies of Dusk, too much just to be from the Owl's men, then who else would be bringing it in?
Atlas, that's enough. As I said, you are upset that this is happening. Cruelty is a part of the world. We serve the light, and it is our job to see that the light rids of that cruelty. This is the ultimate test of your faith. Do not let the things you saw make you think that every part of the world is just as terrible. Maybe a break would do you well. I know you have a party of sorts tonight. Clear your head. Hold onto your faith.
Right.
Please. We're here for you. Don't let these thoughts fester in your head. Remain steadfast in the face of the worst. Radio me if you need it. I would be happy to ease any of your worries. Okay?
Delilah, you there?
Loud and clear. What's up, Atlas? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just alone now, and,
Did you need something?
I don't know. I just talked to the high priest and told him what I thought.
I assume the fact that you're not being hauled away as we speak means you didn't say everything.
No, not everything, but enough. I doubt the church. More than doubt, I think they're harming more than helping.
And what did he think of that? The high priest wouldn't take well to that talk, I imagine.
It was less that he was angry and more that he talked to me like I was a rebellious child.
Ouch. You got the stern dad talk?
Just, can I ask you something?
I'm I'm starting to think I'm more of the therapist here.
When you went to work with the owl, and your family didn't approve like you said, what'd you do?
Well, I kept telling myself it was duty. I'm not all honor and glory, but even if I was hated for it, I'd rather be hated and helpful instead of loved and useless. Which sounds harsh on myself, but it's just how I saw it. My family can disapprove all they like, and I don't blame them, but I'm working, and they're safe. That's really all I wanted.
Right.
But anyways, what's the plan? Because I don't think you'll be changing the church's mind anytime soon.
I wish I could. Just, I don't know, rise the ranks, change it from the inside.
If that was possible, I would have done it forever ago. Maybe a few priests genuinely wanted to, but it never happens. I mean, think about how many priests have campaigned on the promise of bringing change. And then even if they climbed to the top, nothing happened.
Yeah. So, what changes are going to be possible?
Not impossible. Just not from within. You either conform to what the church wants, or...
Get chewed up, get spit out.
Yeah. Sorry, little bird. I wish it were that simple. Hell, if it was, I'd be rooting for you.
Our choices are stuck between two terrible options. The church or the owl. The hell are we supposed to do? I mean, what's the point of a lesser evil if things are just as bad as it ever was?
Atlas, I know what I believe, but I'm not a politician. If anyone ever figures out how to dismantle the church overnight, and have the owl kick the bucket along with it, I'd be all on board. But we're just people. All we can do is what we can, even when we can't.
What does that mean?
I'm sure you'll figure it out soon enough.
Well, I need a hand. Someone help out real quick.
Listen, I'll call you later. I'm already on the clock.
You're good. I have a party to attend in a bit. Not as fun as it might sound, just... My boyfriend thinks I'm still upset about saving nobody from the clinic. He still doesn't know the truth.
He's gonna have to know sometime, Atlas.
I know. And he will. I'll see you around, Delilah.
See ya.
Leal, good to see you, Bishop.
Sir, I wasn't expecting to see you here.
I was just coming back from my walk around the wall, getting my steps in for the day.
Ah, that's good. I was setting up for a party for Atlas tonight, but stopped by here for something to eat. He hasn't been himself lately.
I've seen it too. He talked to me just a moment ago.
Really? Is he alright?
No, unfortunately. He's angry. I can feel it in him, as bottled up as it may be.
I talked to him about it a while ago. He hasn't really approached the topic since. At the time, I think he was just angry at himself. And that the light couldn't be used to help the patients on our mission.
For me, he was blaming the church.
Really? He's a priest, blasphemous.
Now, Leal. I don't think it was all-out sacrilege. He saw firsthand that the world is unfair at times. I believe he is simply lashing out.
But still...
I wouldn't spread word of this. I don't believe it to be as dramatic as it may sound, but keep an eye on him. okay? This is his faith being tested, and he needs all of us there to support him.
I will. Thank you for letting me know, High Priest. Maybe the party will help.
I'm sure it will. I'll be heading off now, though. May the Nine guide you.
May the Nine guide you.
The weather has been so drab lately. As if the land beyond the wall wasn't moody enough, now the skies are grey.
Hey, Leo.
Hey there. How are you enjoying the party?
It's been interesting. I've never seen Elijah cut this loose before. I thought he was always cut loose.
And then they both just start arguing right in front of us. And we're both just standing there like we're looking at ghosts.
He's certainly keeping everyone entertained. Look at him. They're a sweet bunch. Friends from school. Neighbors.
I've never met them before.
Well, they're here. We've got people all around us. And even if we don't know each other, we're still family, you know?
I suppose so.
It's getting close to the evening. We should start dinner properly. Everyone, let's gather around now. Of course, we know that this party is dedicated to our mission. Atlas and I went to Hephaestus to spread our graces. We mourn those who couldn't make it, but we celebrate regardless. It is easy to see that hatred is infectious, but kindness is much the same. Atlas went above and beyond to help, as best as he could. And I don't doubt for a moment that his actions will reverberate through our city for years to come. To his fantastic work, helping whoever he can. To his excellent management of the priest's branch. To my partner, Atlas Fritz.
Thank you, Leo.
Now, let's not waste any more time. Say our prayers, eat well, and try and walk sober on our way home. You alright, love? You don't seem hungry.
Huh? Oh, I'm alright. Just, I think I'm a little nauseous is all. I had a little wine before this.
Just let me know if you need anything. Medicine, a remedy spell, anything.
Yeah.
Huh? Atlas? Hey, you okay?
Maybe he's had a bit too much to drink already.
Not now.
Elijah. Take it easy. Let's get you to the bathroom.
No, I can't.
It's alright. Come on.
I can't.
Is that Dusk?
By the Nine. Atlas?
Everyone, get out of here. Don't go near it.
Come here. Come on, I've got you. We need to go. No. We'll get you to a hospital. They can help you. You're going to be okay.
No.
Let me go. Please. Atlas, you've been going to Hephaestus still. Why? wouldn't you tell me this?
What's done is done. I can't go to a hospital. There's no need.
There is. You've been poisoned with Dusk. You need to get it out.
Poisoned?
The last patient. You used Dusk to help her, didn't you? Voluntarily. Atlas, what the fuck were you thinking?
I was thinking that I was saving someone's life.
What was I supposed to do? Leave her for dead? You were supposed to, at most, use the light to remove the Dusk from her system.
Because that's worked out so well for everyone in the past, hasn't it?
It worked for you.
No. No, the fuck it did not. I lost my arm. I don't know who my parents were, other than that the church deemed them criminals. And then I was pulled in the church to be their poster boy. A model citizen that forsakes the Dusk and bows to the cathedral.
It will corrupt you, Atlas.
It already has. Listen to yourself.
A week ago, you would never even think of things like this.
You're right. I wouldn't have. It took me this long to think for myself, and I suggest you do the same. The Faith Keepers were the one that attacked our patients. The light can live alongside Dusk. I am proof of that.
So back there, that was light and Dusk living side by side. Vomiting all over the fucking floor. It will turn your insides black before doing the same to your mind.
As if the light doesn't change us either. Do you think that our bodies were originally meant to live past 80?
Our long lives are a blessing.
Do you think that our eyes were always gold? How are these not similar to what Dusk does to a man?
Atlas, why are you doing this?
I swore an oath that I would save every life I can. I am living up to that.
You have a family here. A whole city at your back. Me. And you're just throwing it away. Why?
Leo, you have to understand. Please. You saw and heard the same things I did. The church can't help Hephaestus. They are what's hurting them.
Atlas.
Leo. If I have to leave, I will. I know how to sneak past the checkpoints. I can just go. I won't be a thorn in the church's side. You won't be blamed for what I did.
You don't have to leave, Atlas. We can still fix everything.
No. We can't. I'm sorry.
You leave. Just like that. After everything we've done.
To uphold my duties, I have to. You can come with me. If not now, then later, but I have to leave. Okay. Then I'll go.
No.
Leo?
The Dusk has planted itself inside of you. I can't let you go.
Leo, what are you doing?
I'm not losing you to corruption.
Do you have any idea what this would do to me? I barely survived as a child. What makes you think I would survive being purged again?
Atlas.
Don't do this, Leo. If you do this, it will kill me. Are you listening? Leo!
My love, please.
No, don't you fucking call me that! We're done.
I swear I will do everything it takes to keep you alive.
Get the hell away from me!
Atlas.
Leo, stop!
I'm sorry.
Please!
Stay still, I'm sorry.
Please stop.
Come on.
Please.
No!
I'm so sorry.
Get the fuck off me, please. Please stop. No! Stop it, please.
Have you ever been alone in the desert? To slip into the sand, feeling the sun, alive as can be, slowly devour your very life, feeling yourself slipping from your skin, drying up from the inside out. No water in sight, no food to sustain you. The sun that gave you so much life one day taking yours away the next. But some reprieve approaches. As the blinding, oppressive yellow fades to orange, you feel the moon behind you. A sight once distrusted, now your only hope of survival.
Atlas! 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 Atlas, stop!
Atlas?
I'm right here.
I've been trying to reach you for 2 days. What happened?
Exactly what you said would happen.
Are you okay? Oh, Atlas.
He tried to.
Hey, I've got you. Let's get you some food, yeah? You must be starving.
What do I do?
I mean, you've got us. We're gonna feed you, then bring you somewhere to get help from.
Help?
It isn't a luxury, but you'll see. I'm right here with you. Come on, let's go.
He tried to purge me.
Atlas, if anyone tries that again, they'll answer to me. I'm sorry. This is the worst part of it. But I'm right here.
Thank you. Let's go.
All right.
Bishop Leal. Looks like that scar healed over.
Aye.
Well, you're all patched up. And the priest couldn't see any lingering signs of corruption from Atlas's attack. But, Leal, this isn't looking good for you.
I know.
You two were close. Everyone knew that. But this is going to reflect on you. Thankfully, someone high up is willing to give you a chance. To vouch for you.
Who?
High Priest Kanan. He's trusted, and he was decent acquaintances with the both of you.
Kanan. And what's his angle on it?
Just that he doesn't have a lot of time in this world remaining. Age catches up to all of us, eventually. He thinks what happened wasn't your fault.
It was.
Regardless of what you think, Kanan wants you in a position where you can fix it. Because without him, you'd likely be demoted. And spend a few weeks in a penance colony to make sure that you aren't feeling as rebellious.
Right. Well, I'll have to thank him.
Of course. But as of now, you're all patched up. And the Faith Keepers have no questions to follow up on.
Of course. Thank you. And have they found Atlas?
We'll alert you if they do. But so far, no. I wouldn't get my hopes up either. Hephaestus is more likely to kill him than any purging ritual. And given that Dusk magic has already transformed one of his eyes, based on your report during the attack, he is to be treated as dangerous. If he fights, it may escalate the situation. In short, the likelihood of him being taken alive is slim.
Right. But if you do, let me know.
In the meantime, I recommend you patch things up with your friends at that party. Your image is hanging on by a thread.
Of course. Thank you, Faith Keeper.
Of course. May the Nine guide you.
Atlas. What did you do?
Hey everyone, thank you for listening. This was an audio series that honestly took way too long for me to make. I had a lot of fun writing it and creating it, and I have at least a vague storyline mapped out for what would be the entire series, and I rather just enjoyed all this world building and focusing on a series that, you know, obviously I usually do audio role plays that involve the listener as a character, and this one, of course, did not. And being able to, I guess, free myself from that restriction of a POV let me do a lot more with just the narrative happening, and I didn't feel like I had to lock myself into a specific kind of narrative in order to tell this story and to continue telling this story. I hope to kind of wrap this up. Like I said, I generally have an idea of where this will all end up, and I do want to whip up a season 2, but that will of course be after I finish up Mind Flayer 2 and then the next Starline project that I teased a while back. I'll be honest, that was so long ago, I forgot exactly what I teased about it. I'd have to rewatch that video, but quite frankly, I'm working right now, so I don't feel like it. But all I know is that I did confirm there was another Starline project in the mix, and that I was also working on at least vaguely trying to develop a game, and I would like to continue on that project, but shockingly,
game development, let alone solo game development, it takes a long time. I'm starting to see why it takes indie devs like 8 years to publish one game, and then they're like, well, that was neat anyways, and then they figure out what else to do with their life, or they're brave enough to try and make another game with what they learned. Granted, yeah, this would be my first game, so a lot of those years is probably just learning how it works and learning what kind of game I even want to make, let alone just making all the assets and the audio and the coding all by myself. I have to fill in like 10 different major roles in order to just pump out this one thing, but who knows, maybe that will change. Maybe if I sit down and go full hog into just 100% focusing my time onto developing a game, I could potentially rack up enough support to hire people to quicken the process and to take the load off of myself, but that is yet to be seen. This is still in... I'd say this is like pre-production. I'm not even in a studio per se. I'm still in school learning how to do this stuff, but it's been fun, and making things on the side has also been fun. Unfortunately, this audio series took all my energy and effort to the point where I basically had to kind of neglect YouTube for a while, and YouTube is strange, at least from my experience, because I left YouTube alone for about a year and a half, basically, with very scarce uploads other than the occasional, "Hi, I did not have a heart attack. I'm still alive and making things" in the background. And YouTube was fine with me doing that. Like, of course, I'm not gaining as much like viewership as the past, but like I was still... the uploads I have made in the past have sustained the channel while I was gone, until I started uploading again, and then YouTube is like, "Oh, you're back? Well, die." And then they proceeded to like slash my numbers in half, which is really frustrating. I have no idea how this algorithm works or what, but it's bizarre. But still, I had a lot of fun putting this together, and honestly, at this rate, I'm more about the art than I am about numbers, so long as there's like just a handful of people that really enjoy this specifically. I like to hear from them, and it gives me enough reason to just keep making shit. So, yeah. I'd also like to thank everyone who was taking part in this series as different starring roles. It was so far the most, I guess, like, featured guests on this show than anything I've ever done before. Sorry if you just heard that, I'm messing with Starburst on my desk. But those credits go to everyone, including Faye Pixel as Delilah Hoffman, AtonalASMR as Elijah, Simon Allison as High Priest Kanan, Aelswyth as Elena, CinderVA as Lucas, Escaped Audios as the Owl, CapitalM as the Guard, MaladaptiveDaydream and Scythe Audio both voicing the Owl's henchman, and Zane Shacht voicing the Hephaestus citizen from episode 6. Again, I think everyone did an incredible job, and it was a wonder to be able to work with so many just incredibly skilled people that I've been following for years, and being able to rope them in on this project. It was really just entertaining to see it all come together, and I would not have been able to do it without so many unique and diverse voices participating in this. And before I sign off, I also wanted to thank my current patrons on the Captain and higher tiers. So that is Ravioli Senpai, Jenga Power, Frost Fox, Jamie, Tony Myrick, Haven McBride, Jimma, Bryce, and Crown Creature. And of course, if you want to join them, link to that is in the description below. And as well as that, I also wanted to shout out the audiobook that I have been participating in. It is the sequel to Bloodbound Reawakening. It's been a hot minute, it's been a year. But yeah, if you listen to the audiobook I made last year, the sequel to it is coming very soon. It is called Bloodbound West of Nowhere. It is, of course I won't spoil anything, but it is a very fun sequel, I can attest to that. And it goes in a lot of wild directions, and the series is, it's definitely taking a lot of fun turns. That's all I can say, based on the teasers I've gotten for the third book, which I also am happy to announce that I will be narrating after all of my current projects are whipped up and finished. But yeah, that's all it for now. Thank you for listening, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.